What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to do something a little bit different today. I am actually at Bass Pro Shop here in San Antonio, Texas. I've been here a couple of times before on the channel and so forth, but I'm going to tell you what we're doing today. So if you've seen in the past couple of videos, I don't know when this video is going to come out, so I don't know how long ago it would be, but I did win a tournament. I won I think it was a Texas Bass Holes tournament. They came to San Antonio. I got second place, so I got money. And then I celebrated a birthday not too long ago, and of course, you know, any fisherman, you know, pretty much all they receive, if it's not fishing gear, it's gonna be gift cards. So I got gift cards to Bass Pro Shop, and then plus the money that I won. So I decided to do a little, something a little bit different. What I want to do is get a new rod and reel setup. I don't know if I recorded it in the past couple of videos, but I noticed that on the reel, the DC reel that I've been using has gotten real gunked up, and the little guide that puts the line on the spool, it shakes, it wobbles when you're reeling it in, and it causes for it to make like a clicking noise. Now I know that I could spend money and go get it fixed, or probably try to clean it myself, or you know, just put some of that reel oil and stuff like that and get it done. But you know, I'm not gonna mess with it. I want to upgrade. And you would ask, well, what are you gonna upgrade from a DC reel, because that's like top of the line. I think I'm gonna get another DC reel, to be honest, but I want to get you know, and the St. Croix rod is really great, but I really miss the Falcon rod that I had prior to that upgrade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go check out what they have. I don't know what they have. I got a couple $100 to spend, so I'm gonna do that. But the other thing, the other big announcement that I wanted to make, or the other big change, is this GoPro is no more. As you can see, it's beat up, it's old, it's beat to hell, it's got a hole on the top, and you know, it's just man, me and this GoPro have seen a lot of action, and I've dropped it. You know, it's been underwater. I mean, I think they can go underwater, but this has just been really tough. So this has been really tough to get some good quality videos out of. The audio sounds terrible too. So I am recording on my new GoPro. So it's gonna be everything today. It's gonna be new GoPro. I also got a new bag last night from Walmart. I will show it when I get to the spot, because I got to put all my gear in it. I got a new tackle bag. I even got new baits. We're gonna get a new rod and reel, and I got a new GoPro. So you know, today is gonna be the day. I'm gonna put all these things to the test. I'm actually gonna, it's still kind of early, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get the rod and reel set up. I'm gonna put some line on it. I'm gonna buy some line also, and then we're gonna go real quick down here to a creek and try to see if we can get some bass on the new setup. So hopefully it'll pan out. Hopefully we will get on them, and should make for a good video. But I am losing sunlight right now, so let me get in here. Let me get what I need, and yeah, and let's get after it. Stick with me. All right, guys, we are at the spot right now. We are actually gonna head down this trail and go get on some water. But I wanted to show you, first of all, the whole reason I went to Bass Pro, and you saw I picked up a new rod and reel set, is I've been using this for, God, it's been at least 6 months, I wanna say. I've been using it almost every day. And the problem is, when you reel in, you'll see this little guide right here where the line goes, and it helps put the line back on the spool. The problem is that it wiggles and it like gets stuck, and I know it's because it's dirty, and I know all I have to do is go and get it cleaned and get it taken care of and so forth, but I'm lazy. I mean, you know, I could probably do that. I could probably get it fixed, and you know, it'd probably be just as brand new and so forth. But you know what, I had the money, and I thought, might as well step it up and do another combo. So that's exactly what I did, and this is what I decided to go with. I'm gonna stick with the DC SLX, and then the rod is actually a medium action 7 foot, and this is a Falcon rod. So we're back to Falcon. You know, nothing wrong with the St. Croix that I had, but look at these guides. These guides are I mean, super tiny. It's gonna, you know, prevent the line from whipping around. You know, it keeps it closer to the rod itself. So I mean, this is a beautiful reel, and really awesome setup right here. So I'm really looking forward to putting this to good use. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna see how it lasts, how it holds up. But where I'm at today, as I'm actually on one of these little trails, and there's a creek that runs along this whole area. So I'm gonna be throwing the crawl, I'll be throwing some of the strobe shakers. You know, I really just take off the little part at the mouth, and then just make it look like a struggling minnow. I use a 2/0 hook, and usually it's been pretty good, depending on the water clarity. So I don't know, we'll see about this. I also picked up a new bag. So you know, I typically go wading, and when I go wading, I noticed that, you know, a lot of my stuff gets wet because, you know, my bag kind of hangs down low. So I really wanted something that was going to actually stay dry, and I picked this up. I actually got this at Walmart. I did not get this at Bass Pro, but I'm definitely gonna it looks like it comes with some stuff. It looks like it comes with some baits and so forth. So I'm gonna open this up here real quick. Oh yeah, check it out. Look, it comes with these little worms. That's cool. Oh, it says Crappy Magic Crankbait, little crankbait, and then it's got a little, yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, it's the MTB, the month. If you notice, MTB, they usually do the subscribers. I think it's the Mystery Tackle Box they used to do. They were really big a few years ago, and they've kind of died down since. I don't know, you don't really hear too much about them anymore, but yeah, this is awesome. I definitely needed a new bag. It's got, you know, a place where I can put my my pliers and hooks and just baits and so forth. So really looking forward to using that today. Stick with me, guys. You know, like I said, all new gear today. New GoPro, new rod and reel, new backpack, new baits. Yeah, we're gonna get after it today. So stick with me. It should be a good video. I'm only gonna be out here for maybe 2 or 3 hours, 3 hours maybe before sunset. Yeah, hopefully we can get on them. But stick with me. Let's get after it. Got the crawl on, and this is gonna be the first cat. Man, look, somebody leaving their trash here. I gotta tell you, this SLX DC reel, the digital chip, it feels awesome. You know, this is a much thinner rod that I'm used to throwing, but I think this will handle, you know, 6 pounds and under, 7 pounds. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues bringing them in. But this reel, low profile, composite plastic, you know, it's not a lot of the metal parts like the other one, but it feels super light. I mean, the reel feels light, the rod feels real light. I mean, easy, super easy to carry. Really easy to cast. It's just like the perfect setup. So I'm setting it up right now. I'm just casting it. You know, I'm leaving it at the 3. You know, I'm not going too crazy, you know, too aggressive on the brakes. First bass. Oh man, don't get me wet. First bass on the new setup. She wanted that Senko. Nice, beautiful little bass. Thank you, bud. Put you right back where you went. Whoa, all that dancing. Yeah, so with these, I know they sell them without this, but I just tear this off right here in the bottom. It's a beautiful little spot. I don't think I've ever put this place on the channel before. Yeah, so I'm gonna rig this just like I would. Texas rig. Right through the middle. Right through the middle. Yeah. He wanted that. That's a nice one. Come on, Mom. That is a nice bass right here for this little creek bass. Look at that. Yep, he wanted that little shad imitation, I'm telling you. Man, so this new setup's working out. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's look at her in the sun. Beautiful bass right here. Yeah, I saw the blacktail swimming around, and I was like, it looked like a carp at first, like a little carp. And I was like, nope, that's gotta be a bass. I threw far enough in front of her, and then I just was skipping along the bottom.
I was just skipping along the bottom and she came up and she slammed it. Okay, Mama. You know what? Let's let you go on the light over here. I'll tell you what, it feels like a bigger fish on that small setup, on the small rod and everything. All right, let's go. There she goes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. I caught another one. It's not the big one that I wanted though. There's a bigger one down there. This guy had it. Man, look at that big catfish right there. I don't know if you can see him. See him moving that way? There we go. Tiny, tiny bass. There was a bigger one swimming next to him. And nope. All right, buddy, thank you. What? Look at this guy. It's getting late, I better head back, but so far the bite's been really good. This guy wanted it, man. Look at that. Long ear, bluegill, sunfish, red ear, red breast, whatever. It's not a bass. Got another one. That's just a little guy. Man, where are these bigger bass at? On the Cinco. Man, the sun is setting and I need to get out of here. Come on, buddy. Whoa, all right. Thank you, bud. Man, another one. A little bit better. Come on, Mama. On the Cinco. Alright. Yeah, there you go. This is one of the fatter ones I was looking at earlier. Look at that. Beautiful bass. On the Cinco. Thank you, Mama. There she goes. Little fatty. Uh-oh. Is that one moving with it? Do I got another one? Oh yeah, I got another one. Nice. Man, back to back. That's a nice one too. A nice little fatty. Oh, it's just got some weight to her. I didn't know I had her though. This might be the biggest one all day. About 2.5, about 2 pounds. She's about 2 pounds. Beautiful bass. All right, thank you, Mama. Oh. Got a bite. Does he have it? Ah, man, that was a nice one too. He bit me. Dang it. He didn't have it all the way. Jeez. Like, there he is again. There he goes. Ooh, he got it again. Ah, you wanted to come up and say hi, huh? Ah, you dropped my Cinco. All right. You didn't think you were gonna get caught or what? He's not as big as I thought. Or maybe there's a bigger one swimming around here. I don't know. All right. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you. Little tiny bit of water. Nice. Look at that. Ooh, don't get my boots wet. Don't get my feet wet. That is a nice bass right there. That's a nice little chunk. And this tiny bit of water. Look at that. Beautiful, healthy little bass. Not even a pound, but in this little bit of water, I mean, it doesn't get more than 2 feet. Thank you, bud. I'm gonna throw you right back where you were. There you go. There you go. It's a healthy little bass. All right, buddy. It's already getting dark. All right. I'll take it out if you stop wiggling. All right. Okay. There we go. Beautiful little bass. There's some big catfish swimming around here. It's kind of intimidating because, you know, I mean, I know I don't have the line to catch them, but at the same time, you know, I don't want them to chase away the bass. It's a nice little 1 pounder. See, I don't know if you could see that, but right there underneath that tree, there's a big old catfish. There's like 4 of them in here that are just swimming back and forth. And I caught a handful, so mission accomplished. You know, I did end up catching up bass on the new setup. This rod and reel combo, I mean, awesome. Performed very, very well. It's the SLX DC, and this is the, as I mentioned before, this is the 150 HG. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the Ultrax Falcon rod, medium action, is a 7-foot, and it's super light. So just walking around with it, real comfortable. And you know, I'm actually got a lot of confidence in this rod and reel already. You know, I was able to handle, I didn't catch any giants today, so you know, really didn't put it to the test, but you know, it still performed really well. Now, just noticing the weight difference between the previous rod and reel setup. The previous rod and reel setup, this DC, the Corrado DC, it's got more metal parts in it and so forth, but it is a lot heavier here, and it performed really well. But what I'm talking about, and I don't know if you can see this, what I'm talking about is this little thing right here, inside here, when it was going back and forth, when you're reeling in, it was making a chattering noise. And more than likely it's because it was super dirty. You can see from just in the, you know, looking at it, that it's got a lot of gunk around it. So I could, you know, I could go in and clean it and, you know, make it right and so forth, but you know, I had the opportunity to get a new setup, and you know, I love testing out new rods and reels. And I put, to be in all fairness, I put that DC reel to the test. I mean, I was using it every single day for a while, you know, and I dropped it in the water, I dropped it on the rocks, you know, I caught some big fish with it, as you've probably seen. You know, I've caught, you know, 6-pounders, 5-pounders, you know, and it handled beautifully, and it didn't really have any snap off, really didn't lose a whole lot of fish. I'm not gonna say I didn't lose any fish, but you know, the ones that counted anyways, really didn't lose a whole lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You know, I've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna go home and eat. You know, sun's already pretty much down, and today mission was accomplished. You know, I caught a handful of bass, you know, and typical in that little creek, but I love doing that. That's what I love doing. I love walking through the creek in, you know, a foot of water and just finding bass, just sitting there waiting for a meal to come by. And you know, if you walk any creek here in San Antonio far enough, you know, you're gonna see that there's bass that just sit there that are unpressured, you know, just waiting for a meal, you know, or waiting for somebody to come along and fish them out. But yeah, I'm, like I said, I love doing that. That's the first time that I put that place on the channel. That is the first time that I put that place on the channel. I've fished that creek many times, and I think it has been on the channel before, but not that far down. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for all you guys do for the channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one.